Back to 6 Mile. The storms are rolling in. Heat lightning flashes like a warning. But we're not turning around. We've done the research. Moon phase, tide, temperature, it all lines up. Tonight, the goal is bait. Big, slimy gaff tops, cut and tossed into the surf. We're chumming heavy, calling out to what we saw the other night. A fin slicing water like it owned it. The old-timer said they caught 5 black tips right off this pier last week. Maybe they lied. Maybe they're full of it. Either way, we're here, and we're not leaving empty-handed.
Yeah, he caught him one again.
Oh, nice. You want to go center right, or do you want to go to the left? You want to go to the end, Michael? There's nobody there.
I'll probably be set up right next to the bait station, to be honest with you. Okay. Like the cleaning station.
The game plan's simple. We need gaff top. 14 inches minimum. That's a legal mark to use it as bait. Lucky for us, we're really good at catching the damn things. Smelly, slimy, and they bleed like a stuck pig. Exactly what we're looking for. We'll keep the heads for the hook. Black tips love that crunch, and everything else goes in the chum bag. Let that scent spread. Let the sharks come find us.
All right. I was trying to figure out why my my line was so wet. Because we drove here in the rain.
Oh, you're right. That's what all that spray was. Okay. I'm gonna go out this way a little bit. Here, I'm gonna sit right here. You can sit right next to it on the next one. Smoke a cigarette, tie my line and get ready for shark.
If that starts running, someone's got it.
Look, making chum isn't glamorous. It's not something you brag about. But out here, it's one of the oldest tricks in the book. And if you do it right, it turns the tide in your favor. You start with a base. We're using old-fashioned oatmeal. Not because the fish care about their grains, but because it thickens the mess. It gives it body. Keeps the oil suspended in the water column just long enough to drift and spread. Next up, mackerel. Straight from the can. Cheap, greasy, and foul. Exactly what we want. Mackerel's loaded with oil, and that oil holds scent like a sponge. Anchovies go in too. Bones and all. The smaller the better. Sharks love the smell of fish in distress, and nothing screams panic like a pile of crushed bait fish soaked in their own brine. So you just add a little bit of seawater. Not too much, just enough to get everything moving. You're not making soup. You're making something closer to horror movie oatmeal. The kind of thing that stinks up the pier and soaks into your clothes. We pack all that into a mesh bag, and now it's live. The goal here just isn't to draw in bait fish. It's to send a signal. A greasy postcard to anything with teeth. Sharks don't hunt with their eyes, they hunt with their nose. A black-tip shark can pick up 1 part of a blood per 10 billion parts of water. That's 1 drop in an Olympic-sized pool. Once that scent hits the current, it travels. Slowly, steadily, like a rumor. And if black tips are out there patrolling the edge, this might be just enough to bring them in.
I think mine might have moved because there might be something on it.
Oh, nice. Oh, look, a little baby.
Okay, well, sorry, little homie. Bro.
No way, bro. He judoed his way out of there.
He deserved that.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
That fish jumped off the hook like he knew. Not panic, not clumsiness, just gone. A bystander with better instincts than most. We took that as our cue. Time to move. The front of the pier served its purpose, close to the station, clean enough to prep the chum, but the real work gets done in the back. Less chatter, more water, stronger current. We've got to land a legal gafftop fast, get those heads in the tide, and let it bleed while the light's still with us. Every minute matters. Sunset's the starting gun, and the predators don't wait. Gafftops don't care about your plans. They don't read tide charts. They don't respect your bait budget or your need to get to work on time. They just show up when it suits them. When you're out there targeting redfish or trout, when you've got the perfect setup and a plan worth bragging about, that's when they come. Slime-covered saboteurs, showing up 2 at a time like drunk party crashers, pulling drag, shaking slime all over your rig, and just when you think maybe it's something worth keeping, up comes Whiskers and a heartbreak. But the moments you want one, the second you decide, hey, gafftop would make a good shark bait tonight, they vanish. Gone. Not a whisker in sight. You could soak squid for hours, try cut mullet, throw out your best dead stick rig, it doesn't matter. They've got a sixth sense for your intentions, like they know when they're finally useful. And then the irony hits. You're busy. Line's not even being watched. Maybe you're unhooking a hard head or digging for a crab in the cooler. And suddenly, like a cosmic joke, 2 rods go off at once. And not with purpose, not drum, not red, but gaff tops. Big, angry, tangled, twisting around each other like they showed up to remind you they're still in charge. I'm not saying they're smart, but they've got timing. Not good timing, not helpful timing, gaff top timing.
ask and we shall receive.
That's me.
With the gaff tops finally on deck, late as always, it's time to put them to work. We fillet them up, clean and quick, heads come off, bellies split. None of that shown here, of course. YouTube's got rules. The prime cuts go straight onto the hooks, the rest into the chum bag. A slow drip of scent and oil, pulling a trail through the tide like a dinner bell rung underwater. The goal's now simple. Bring the sharks to us. And with any luck, we'll have company soon.
Okay.
I'm running a Lazer Sharp pre-rigged shark leader. 48 inches of steel wire and a 13-aught inline circle hook that looks more like a medieval tool than fishing gear. The bait is gaff top head, fresh, heavy with scent, and still dripping. I go in through the mouth, out the eye socket, not for drama, but for a firm hold. That head's not going anywhere, no matter what rolls through. Below it, a 4-ounce Sputnik holds the line in place, claws dug into the sand like it's bracing for impact. This isn't delicate fishing, it's setting a trap. Now we wait.
Well, hard part's over.
Let them soak.
All right, let's take inventory real quick.
I wish I could tell you that we caught something huge. I wish I could say the shark showed up right on cue and gave us the fight we came for. I wish I could tell you we didn't get soaked by a passing thunderstorm or that every mosquito in the county didn't find us on that pier. But none of that would be true.
Some wind would be great right now, though.
Sharks, they don't care for how far you drove, how fresh your bait is, or how much you wanted it. They're ghosts out here. Finicky, unpredictable, and always on their own time. You can plan every cast and every rig perfect, say the right prayers at Po' Boys, and still walk away
What if you
empty-handed.
fallen in before you said that?
I don't know, dude. I was just thinking that.
Damn.
You. I be fucked because I be getting my sharks.
Right on the chum.
What's this? My phone, turn it off.
Hold on a second. Fucking mosquitoes are fucking me up.
That's the deal with fishing. There are no guarantees, just effort and patience, and a willingness to fail under a sky full of stars. We came out here chasing a moment, a hit, a scream of the drag, something worth remembering, and we'll be back. Because even if you leave with nothing, you're still bringing something home.
No wind is good for fishing.
I got those gafftops pretty quick.
Yeah, we are also chumming the water right here, which is like, this is chum for like bait fish. Yeah. So like, we're probably gonna have some insane speckled trout spot. But this wasn't hard to do. Is the bag gone?